Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be attempting to use a concrete quick patch kit to patch this area of my upper garage where the floor has been damaged. I don't know what caused the damage. It happened before we acquired the building, but this area is not smooth, it's unleveled, and it's pretty ugly to look at, and I can't paint the floor with this hole in the ground. So I've never used one of these patches before. It should cover and fix this area without an issue if it does what it's supposed to do. But we're gonna find out if it works today and see how well it does the job. So I picked up this patch kit from Home Depot. I think it was about $12. You can probably find it at other home improvement stores as well. It basically already comes with everything you need to accomplish the task at hand. So you've got your concrete and your liquid already in the bag, and the way this works is that you're supposed to be able to roll this bag, it'll burst the seal, and the liquid mixed with the concrete, and you'll be able to shake it up real fast and instantly produce a patch. The only thing you really need is you'll need a pair of scissors or a knife to be able to cut the bag open once your concrete mix is ready, and you'll want some sort of putty knife. I'm going to be using some disposable plastic ones today to help level out the surface when you're done to make sure that your concrete's nice and smooth. Now, before we get started, what I do need to do is I need to make sure that the area that I'm going to be patching is nice and clean. So in this case, this hole right here, I do suggest pressure washing ahead of time to make sure that surface is roughed up real well and cleaned out. Now, when I painted my garage floor, I pressure washed this area. Now, that was about a month ago, but I feel pretty confident that that shouldn't be an issue with this situation. All right, so the first step is I'm going to pull out any rocks or large debris from the hole, and then I'm going to grab my vacuum here, and I'm going to try to vacuum out any loose debris, small stuff, small little rocks, sand, anything like that that's left in there. Then I'm going to sweep it out with my foxtail and see if anything's still loose. If it is, I'll hit it back up with the vacuum again. So we do have some broken rocks in here. Try to get all of this out because I don't want to suck it up in my vacuum. Okay, it looks like I got all the big ones, so I'm going to get the rest of it with the vacuum and then see what's still loose. Alright, it looks like I got most of the rocks out. I ended up getting a couple more additional big rocks out as well. They got loosened up while I was vacuuming and using the foxtail on them. And then it was a good thing I went back and vacuumed some more because I freed up some loose stuff. There's still a few areas in here where some rocks have kind of loosened up, and I'd like to be able to get them out, but I'm also worried that if I remove it, I might make the hole a little too big for this patch to cover, and there's really no telling how much I can remove and when it would stop. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the risk at this time. I feel pretty confident most of the loose stuff has been removed and the small particles are out of there, and I'm gonna attempt to now patch the area. Now for this patch, it's pretty simple. According to the instructions, you just have to roll up the liquid side towards the burst seal, which is right here. You've got arrows that point in the direction you need to go. And as you roll it up, it'll build up pressure, and then you burst the seal. It'll mix with the concrete, mix it together about 30 seconds or so, and you just want to work those edges after that to make sure you don't have any powder around the edges, and then you'll be good to cut the seal and pour it in. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, all right. Took a little bit of force, but that burst seal is broken, and now we're gonna mix it up. Definitely make sure you work those edges and the corners if you do this. I'm finding the powder likes to stay bunched up there. Alright, feels pretty good, so go ahead and cut this open. coming out pretty good. Now there are some places that will say to wet the area that you're going to be patching. The instructions on this specifically state that it wants it to be dry. So I don't have a lot of concrete experience, so I'm just going to go with what the actual instructions say to do. It's filling that hole in pretty nice so far. Looks like I'm going to have enough. Alright, now I'm going to grab my putty knife and just spread it around. Try to level it out in there. Okay, so once you open up the bag and start pouring it in, you do have to be pretty quick as far as if you're trying to level it out. It only took probably 2 minutes and it started to harden and started to thicken up a bit. So make sure if you're, whatever leveling you want to do, you're right on top of it, right then and there. You have that tool set to the side, easy to reach. This wasn't perfect. Again, this wasn't an easy hole. It was kind of all over the place and very uneven. So far, it's looking pretty good, but it's definitely not going to probably settle and be nice and smooth. So I'll probably have to come back and do some touch-up work, just kind of smooth out the concrete a little bit with some tools. But it's been about 5 minutes so far. It says it's supposed to dry within 30 minutes to an hour based off temperature and humidity. It's a pretty mild day today, so it should be settled by the next 30 minutes, I would say. But we'll come back and see how it looks in a little bit, and show it here before the end of the video so you guys can see the final product. Alright, so the concrete patch is set and dried overnight, and we've come back out to take a look at it. And it's fully cured, fully hardened, and it looks pretty good. It's filled in that hole nicely, and it's definitely solid. It's not exactly smooth, but that's more of a reflection of my ability to level out the surface and not on the patch itself, because there are some smooth areas where it did, where I was able to level it out pretty well. So definitely not any critique on the patch, really just my abilities. So I'm pretty happy with it overall. I'm definitely going to try to do some work to finish and smooth out this surface just so that it kind of blends in with the rest of the area around it. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with this. Alright, if you're looking to do a concrete patch, I'll make sure to put the link for this product down below. I hope this video helped you out. And so if it did, give us a thumbs up. And if you have any questions about it, give us some comments down below. And we'll see you next time.